Well, 1 month after the devastating shooting tragedy in Aurora, the Better Business Bureau is reminding donors that charity fraud is common but can be prevented. Almost immediately after several people were killed and injured in the shooting, funds and benefits of all kinds cropped up for the cause of helping those affected. Well, joining me now on the set is Megan Herrera from the Denver Boulder Business Bureau with some important information that will help you avoid charity fraud. Can't thank you enough for being here today.
Thank you.
You know, while most are well-intended, the BBB does warn that there are some people who are out to take your money and really not put it in the place that they say they're going to help those victims. So what does the BBB recommend?
Well, we don't want to discourage charitable giving at all. We don't want to try to scare people out of helping out because it's been such a great response. We really want people to realize that one of the most common ways that charity fraud happens is by using the name of a well-known organization or like the fund. You can be very, very careful if you see something that looks similar to the Aurora Relief Fund or things like that are the first red flag. So just because somebody says I'm raising money for the Aurora Victim Relief Fund or the Aurora Relief Fund or something that sounds like that, make sure you check that out, and they really are part of that. They really are raising money as a part of that and not pretending to be something they're not.
And there are all ways to give, and it could be in person, it could be online, it could be over the phone. Talk about some of the things that you want people to be aware of as they're looking to give.
Well, we want people to make sure that if they're giving on the spot, say someone approaches them in a public place or even comes to their door, they're just out and about, and someone's raising money, to make sure that they know who they're dealing with and not be high pressured. High pressure appeals are another big red flag. So if you have the opportunity to check it out first, meaning you can check out our website, you can kind of do your own online research, make sure that organization is a real organization and not someone pretending to be, or someone just raising money for their own benefit and it's not really going to the victims. So be careful if someone calls you on the phone or if you're doing one of those kind of on-the-spot situations. Make sure that you take the time to maybe contact them at a later time after you've checked them out. It's not necessarily always a good idea to donate right there on the spot, and especially over the phone, because you can't easily verify who's on the other end.
And that's a good idea. Just tell them I'd like to check it out and I can get back to you. If you can give me some information, I'd be happy to call you back.
Exactly.
But we've gone through this before when we've had the fires and different disasters throughout our state. There are folks who are taken advantage of, and it's because we're so generous. It's because we want to quickly give to those people so that they know we care.
Exactly.
They'll know we care eventually.
Exactly.
Have there been complaints so far around this tragedy?
We don't know of any complaints against any charities specifically. We know of the reports of some of those bogus Facebook page, those fundraiser pages. There's at least one suspicious website that we know of. So there are things that we're looking at, but as far as actual organizations, we haven't gotten any complaints. But a lot of the funds are individual fundraisers, so you wouldn't find reports on those anyway. We only have reports on actual 501c3 organizations.
Okay. That's good
so
to know.
that's you're not always able to check out those individual fundraisers. So, and another thing to remember is that those kinds of fundraisers aren't subject to the same laws and regulations with the IRS as other organizations are. So it also means they might not be tax deductible and so forth. So just keep that in mind. They may be tougher to check out.
I know you've got a great website where folks can go on there and really search themselves. They don't always need to make a phone call. Quickly just talk about how the ease of your website.
It's denver.bbb.org, and right on the home page there's 3 orange buttons, and one of them says check out a business or charity. So you click on that and you can type in the charity's name or whatever the name of the fund is or whatever it is. Just type in the name and see if we have any information on it.
Megan Herrera from the Denver Boulder Business Bureau. So glad you could join us. Thank you for that great information. Again, the Denver Boulder Business Bureau website is packed full of useful information. Check it out at denver.bbb.org.